Hi, I'm Debbie Moraes, and this is Legal Matters, the program designed to address some of the critical issues facing consumers and businesses today. Legal Matters includes legal information, practical solutions, straight talk on a wide variety of topics. We've been talking about finance and family law, we've been talking about consumer law, social security, technology, and more. In our last segment, we were talking about issues that pertain to consumers, especially at this time of the year. We're going to continue that today. Again, you better watch out. Certainly does apply. It's gift-giving time, so we thought we'd discuss layaways and gift cards and lemon laws. In our last time we met, we were discussing what happens with automobiles, and we always invite our viewers to email us questions, and we have a follow-up to our last segment. Once again, we have with us Jackie Grasso and David Bizar from Audette Bizar Cordero Grasso Law Firm in East Providence. Thank you. You did speak last time about lemon laws, and we focused really on how that pertains to newer cars. What happens, the question is now, what happens if you buy a second-hand, a used car, pre-owned car? What's the lemon law there?
Basically, if the car is in for service for the same defect 3 times within the warranty period, so the dealer may give a different warranty period based upon what you purchase as extended warranty plan. So if it's been in the shop 3 times for the same defect within the warranty period, or if the car is out of service for 15 days within the warranty period, then you have an applicable lemon law statute.
And bear in mind, as Jackie's explaining, that it's a purchase from a dealer, not from somebody in the private party.
Is this true Rhode Island and Mass?
Yes.
No difference?
No.
Earlier segment you were talking about new cars, 4 trips and versus 3 trips with the same defect being a problem?
Yes. Yeah.
So it certainly does matter that someone reads carefully what the warranty is on any car that they buy.
And I think David said last show, keep everything documented.
Right.
Make sure you have everything in writing.
Yeah, and again, you know, that's when you buy a used car. Also be very careful as to what they're telling you the warranty is. Many times you'll see it says as is or 30 days and that type of thing. Certified pre-owned, you have the original manufacturer's warranty. So know what kind of warranty you're getting and understand what's covered.
As is, I think, would red flag me. But what about 30 days? Is that really dangerous?
30 days.
Warranty?
Warranty.
If it were just 30 days,
That
would
is
you be worried
dangerous.
about?
Well, in 15 days out of 30 days, you know you got a bad car.
Right.
That's a red flag.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it's a situation that you also get what you pay for. If you buy a car that's of more value, that'll come with a better warranty, then you're buying a better product and a better guarantee.
I think I'm not exactly sure about this, and I can look into it for the next show. I think the dealer on a used car has to give at least the 90-day. I might be wrong. I'm thinking it might be 90 instead of 30, but I'll look at.
That's still sketchy too, isn't it, Jackie?
Yeah. Well, you know, buyer beware again.
Right.
Time of
My
the year.
goodness.
And you know, how much are you saving, how much are you paying versus buying a certified pre-owned or something that has a better warranty?
There's also a question of cost, too.
Right, exactly.
If it's too good to be true,
It's
too good to be
probably-
true.
It's probably not true.
Well, considering it's the holidays and people are thinking about what to buy for their loved ones, so often people look to buying gift cards instead of the actual box of or the actual purchase. That's been fraught with so many problems, including outright scams. Not always are they, but there are so many different issues. I thought it would be a good idea if we covered some of them. Jackie, David,
You want to do Rhode Island gift cards?
Well,
I'll do Mass?
where should we go with
let's start with some changes that have come about recently or through the years in Rhode Island. You could buy a gift card or a gift certificate, and of course the big change is many times you get a card that almost acts like a credit card instead of that piece of paper that was a piece of paper. The issues were, can those expire? And they used to be sometimes written right on them, if you don't use it within a certain amount of time, it expires. The law has changed that the establishment cannot allow that to expire as long as they're in business. Jackie will address Massachusetts, but she'll also address what happens if here's the other thing you got to be careful of. What happens if the store you bought it from goes bankrupt? Now where are you?
that's one of the ones I'm most concerned about, and I'm sure other consumers are as well.
Let's start with the latter instead of the former. If you go to bankrupt, you're out of luck. You're not getting any money, especially if it's a Chapter 7 bankruptcy.
You become a creditor.
You're a creditor. You can make a claim. However, if it's a business, large business that went out, I don't even know, like a Macy's or something.
Circuit City.
Circuit City, for instance.
Linens and
Well,
things?
if you have a $200 gift card and you've got, 400 stores across the country that went out of business, you're way down the bottom of the list in terms of filing a claim to get repaid.
You're an unsecured
You're ver-
creditor.
yes.
So the banks who have their security are going to get paid. The employees who worked and have a claim for their wages are a priority claim. You're near the bottom.
You're very near the bottom.
Well, for our viewers who have watched the previous segments about bankruptcy, how about the differences between Chapter 11 and Chapter 7? If someone is just reorganizing, and many of these big box stores or whatever might just have the filing for protection, but are still doing business. I understand, I don't know if it's in all states, but I understand that they, from the feds, have the ability to disallow or not honor those cards, but they might because they're thinking they're going to be in business after, and they will successfully regroup. So 11, they're safe, 7, they're out of business,
In
or out of luck?
Chapter 11, what you're doing is you're reorganizing, an entity is reorganizing, they're staying in business, but they're putting forth a plan to repay their creditors. The other advantage entity has by filing a Chapter 11 is they can change terms of contracts. Okay, so they could essentially change the terms of a gift card as long as it's, within reason. So anything they want to change, it has to be approved by the bankruptcy court. Okay, so that's the advantage in an 11. So yeah, you may have more of an opportunity to have that gift card remain active versus a Chapter 7 where they're just going out of business. Now, I mean, they do have going out of business sales. You may still be able to use the gift card, but you got to get it before they go out of business.
And don't plan on being able to exchange whatever because
They're going out of
they're
business.
going out of
And that's
business.
where you go with the as-is sale.
And here's where
Final
you,
sale.
you will get some interesting situations if they're going out of business and having a sale and it's part of a bankruptcy. The judge can determine whether or not or what value you can get on your credit with the store. Maybe they'll give you 100% credit, maybe they'll give you a percentage of it. So if they are going out of business, hopefully what would happen is you'd be able to use the card towards the purchase.
And you were going to address the issue about Massachusetts, Jeff?
Massachusetts, a gift card does have an expiration date. It expires after 7 years from the date of purchase. There's no expiration date in Rhode Island, but there is an expiration in Mass. So again, people need to understand that when they buy it. And believe it or not, a lot of people don't use their gift cards or gift certificates. There's a large percentage of people who just never use them.
And why are we thinking that businesses are counting on that?
It's 100% profit
Right.
for them when you think about it.
I understand that because there were so many issues about restaurants going out of business, that at least in Rhode Island, there was some law that meant that they had to honor them unless they were out of business, that there was no expiration, even though someone might not have gone in to redeem that gift certificate for 3, 4, or 5 years.
I think that's what David's talking
Just
about.
restaurants. That's the only one I had heard of.
Are you talking about Massachusetts?
In Rhode Island, just
Yeah,
restaurants.
Rhode Island.
That gets back to the gift card.
Yep.
I think since 2005, they changed that.
Yeah.
What about what's also an insult, or maybe not, service fee? Are they allowed to have service fees that take $2, $5 away every 6 months, every year? Is that allowable?
On the
gift card. If I paid $50 for a mall gift card, the person I gave it to didn't use it, 6 months later it's worth $2 less, $2
No.
less, $2 less.
No, there should be no service fees that are attached to the card.
If someone tries to do that or says to you, well, I know it was worth 50, it's worth 45, 40, or whatever now, what do they do? Is that an AG issue?
Yeah. Yeah, back to what
Go
we
back to
talked
the owner
about.
of the store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the owner of the mall?
Right.
Yeah.
Or whatever?
Yeah.
Wherever you purchase the gift card.
So there should be no fees at all. That they're not allowed to charge fees. Okay. So maybe years ago, if you didn't use a gift card within a certain amount of time, it would reduce the value. I think that's what your
Yeah.
question is. Now with the new law in Rhode Island, it can't be an expiration date, and they can't charge you fees.
And the other thing you should also know is, in the old days when they wrote your name on the registry and you had a card, if you lost the